Jay, one quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Rozier into the front court. Down 5. To Miles Bridges. Here comes the screen. Miles Bridges. Pacers come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Miles Bridges. Short jumper stays out. To Oladipo. Shot won't go. Hornets have the basketball. Pacers have it. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist swats it. Has a chance. Sabonis can't connect.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Terry Rozier at the line. First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Oladipo into the front court. Leads 4. To Turner. Frank Kaminsky tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Hornets at the controls of this one. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Brogdon. Can't connect. Rozier with it. Trailing by 4. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Brogdon to Turner. Brogdon to Turner. Oh, Miles Turner. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Miles Turner with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist rejects it. Pacers recover. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
The drive, right to the basket. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Oladipo into the front court. Up 6. Fires the 3, and Victor Oladipo, wide open look. He cashes in for 3.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Miles Turner sends it away. Frank Kaminsky, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Pacers control. To Turner. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. 9-point margin. You've got to get that one to go. Another follow. Stays out. To Turner. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Batum. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rozier into the front court, trailing by 11. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Cody Zeller at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good.
Good shot, money. Good shot, money.
Able to convert on both free throws. Indiana with the basketball. He had offensive end.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Cody Zeller pins it. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Rozier with it. His guys currently down by 13. Driving right to the basket. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. To Rozier. And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Oladipo. Turner. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Cody Zeller. A pass stolen by the Hornets. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Charlotte with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Miles Turner with a piece. That'll get out off one of the pace. Rozier won't go down. Here comes the screen. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
With the flush, taking on all comers.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Miles Bridges to Rozier. Miles Bridges to Rozier. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. It's Indiana basketball. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Shot clock violation. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Terry Rozier at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Pacers with the possession. Oladipo. To Turner. Can't miss those. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oladipo into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Turner. Finish that. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Oladipo into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse. The kick out for, guess what, another one.
The follow won't go either. To Brogdon. Oladipo. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Miles Turner trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Rozier into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. On the pass, stolen by Indiana.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Hornets right now in possession. It was right there. Probing the defense. Here comes the screen. Navigating through traffic. Fires the 3. Oh, who saw that coming?
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize case all the time moving forward.
Rozier with it. Down a bundle. Wide open look won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Pacers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead.
Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Indiana Pacers. The Charlotte Hornets are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Charlotte Hornets.
Game track. Assists.
The Hornets struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Curling inside. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Look, do I love the versatility offensively of Domantas Sabonis? Yes. But let me tell you why I love even more. Sometimes you need somebody who just gives a hard screen. Somebody to put the defender right on their back. Send a message. That's what Sabonis brings to the table.
For 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Charlotte basketball. To Nick Batum. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. No, pass stolen by the Hornets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Oh, big finish at the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Oladipo doesn't get the bounce.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Oladipo to Turner. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Not that time. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. to shoot for Indiana. And scores. Strong take.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
There's only so many times you can terrific defense. Just got to get it back on the next possession.
Here comes the screen. No, pass stolen by the Hornets. Cody Zeller, guarded by T.J. Warren. To Rozier. Not that time. To Oladipo. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Oh, they don't get it across in time. That's an 8-second violation. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Miles Bridges at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw good for the three-point play. It's back to a 14-point game. Pacers control. To Turner. Off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. 14-point deficit. Batum to Rozier. Rozier rocking the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Shot clock to 4 for Charlotte. Has a look. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
To Turner. beyond the arc for three. Too versatile. Miles Turner hits the wide open shot.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To Batum. Here comes the screen. Rebound pulled in by Charlotte. To Miles Bridges. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Miles Bridges. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oladipo into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Shot from the lane won't go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Miles Bridges. Down low to Williams. Miles Turner sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And a pass taken away by Charlotte.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively,
and he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. Indiana with the basketball. To Oladipo. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oladipo. Over to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. A pass stolen by the Hornets. Lays it up and in.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, had him going there for a second. Oh, he had it. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. From the painted area, won't go down. To Oladipo. Gets it in the right corner. Off the assist.
There's some players out there. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Miles Bridges. Wide open look, won't go. To Oladipo. Brogdon. Victor Oladipo buries it on the catch and shoot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the drive. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Flushes it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark. Hornets have the basketball. To Miles Bridges. Sizing up the defense. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oladipo into the front court. The lead is 11. Here comes the screen. And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Brogdon. Can't connect from inside. To Oladipo. To Miles Bridges. Here comes the screen. Miles Bridges. Five on the shot clock. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
That ball's out of bounds off the Hornets. Time for some new personnel into the game. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way with the Pacers in the lead. Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he had him there for a second.
Get over.
Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Nick Batum. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot from long range. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Turner. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, the Pacers come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To Turner. Rebound grabbed by the Hornets. They love this hustle. Oladipo. To Turner. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. To Nick Batum. Ah, the monster stuff.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Count the basket at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Batum. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. To Oladipo. Fires the 3. Missed it. Hornets at the controls of this one. It's a big finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Throws it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Oladipo. Turner. Lets it fly from long range. He took the bait, and he hits.
And I don't know why the defense continues to make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Nick Batum. Good look that time, but off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Fine to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Charlotte with the basketball. To Batum. Nothing going here on that drive. That's no good. Screen coming. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Rozier into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. And that one is out. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Rozier with it. Down a dozen. The drive. Right to the... Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's Indiana basketball. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Turner. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Frank Kaminsky able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots.
It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala.
Mismatch.
To Turner. A pass stolen by the Hornets. Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Turner. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Rozier. Knocked loose. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Screen coming. He can't get past the defender. Hornets snare the rebound. Pacers come up with it. Cashes in for 2.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Count the bucket for 2.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Knock loose. Pacers have it. Looking to push. Won't go. Here comes the screen. To Turner. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Yes. And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Miles Bridges trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. And a pass taken away by Charlotte. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Turner. The pass stolen by the Hornets. Great look and vision.
Oh, met at the summit, Ed.
I was sure that was going to be a dunk, Jay. What control by the defender. To Turner. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Cody Zeller at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Pacers with the possession. Here comes the screen. To Turner. To Oladipo. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays. And number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Victor Oladipo trying to cash in on a 3-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Oladipo finishing off the 3-point play as the Pacers add to their lead. To Rozier. Fires the 3. Terry Rozier. Not necessarily a shot. Knocks down the 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
That's rebounded by the Hornets. and count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Working hard on the glass. Cody Zeller snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Hornets come up with it. To Nick Batum. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach. Barring a 4-point play, this is a 2-possession game. Let's see how they decide to attack this. Has a chance. Rozier shot no good. Here's a tie-up and an intentional foul. That means free throws coming with a little under 30 seconds to play.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout. That's her second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D. This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. It'll stay with Charlotte. Batum. Short jumper off the mark. And here's the foul. Right now it's a two-possession game, so if he hits one or two of these, it could be all she wrote.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Off the mark on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. For 3, that's off the side of the rim, short. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause as a unit will have the advantage.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. This one to the Pacers as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers
Almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory.
The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Indiana Pacers. The Hornets must be devastated after such a close loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Charlotte Hornets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.